Welcome to Nonnashere. And I'm Nonna. The reason why you're getting a still picture of me today is because I made this video a couple weeks ago before we went to Houston, and I haven't gotten it posted, and I wanted to post it today. This summer has been a little crazy, as it has been for some of you, and certainly has been for Nonna. We went to Houston when my husband, Grumpy Grandpa, and our two sons went on a baseball tour. But unfortunately, when they got home, our older son, the day we left, came down with COVID. 2 hours out, when we were driving home to Pensacola, our sweet, sweet daughter-in-law called, and she also had COVID. They had to take the baby to the doctors, and the baby, 16-month-old, our granddaughter, also had COVID. Fortunately, our younger son, who was also on the baseball tour, did not have COVID, but he had had the ugly COVID the first time around, so we were really glad he didn't get COVID the second time. So, as we were driving home, Grumpy Grandpa was coughing and hacking and sneezing and complaining of a sore throat, so Dr. Nonna knew what was wrong but didn't say anything because we still had 7 hours to drive, and Grumpy Grandpa never likes Dr. Nonna's diagnosis. So we got home, and before we got to our home, we stopped at the drugstore and got some home test for COVID, got home, and did the COVID test. Well, Grumpy Grandpa was positive, and he was sure I'd gotten the wrong test, done it wrong, didn't believe the test, but it was positive. To make matters worse, I tested negative. So, the next day he had to go to urgent care for an infected blister on his foot from walking around so much on the baseball tour. And fortunately, they tested him for COVID, and surprise, surprise, he was positive. But they gave him the antiviral meds for COVID, which is a miracle drug. Within 24 hours, his coughing and hacking and sore throat was greatly decreased, and within 5 days, his COVID was gone, and he's all better. And his infected blister is much better with antibiotics. But in the meantime, Nonna was playing Nellie Nurse, so didn't get a lot of YouTube video posting done. So, I wanted to get this posted today with 2 crafts that I had done that I wanted to share with you. Okay, so these are 2 crafts that I did that are really easy and really fun, and I hope you enjoy. So let's get going. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I wish you'd do so right now. And don't forget to hit the bell and the word all so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And I want to say a big welcome to all my new subscribers. I know I have had several new subscribers in the last couple weeks, and I'm so happy to see you. And of course, I'm always happy to see my other subscribers. So, welcome to everyone to Nonnashere. Okay, let's get on to the crafting. DIY number 1. Okay, this is a craft I've been wanting to try and haven't done. I got everything at Dollar Tree except for the chalk paint. And I didn't use this thing. It turned out it was too thick. I used something else. So I got this canvas, and I'm going to use these solar wood flowers that I had gotten online a long time ago, and my glue gun, and my cutter, because I'm going to take the canvas off of the front and take the staples out, cut the canvas off. I'll show you. I'm going to take this hook off, and I'm going to put the canvas on the other side of the frame and put my design on the inside of the frame. I'll show you. It's kind of hard to explain, but I've been wanting to do one of these for a long time. So I'm cutting the canvas off of the frame by the very edge, and I'm going to remove it, as you'll see in just a minute. So be careful when you do this. This is one of those cutters I got on Amazon a long time ago, a box cutter. They really work well. You get like 12 of them in a package. I got them probably 2 years ago. Okay, so there I am. I'm removing the canvas from the frame all the way around. You have to really get at the corners there because they're like double glued on, but it isn't hard. They come right off. It comes right off. And I'm going to the pattern that I'm going to use for the jar isn't actually something you're supposed to use. What happened was I got these glass stickers at Dollar Tree, and they were on this card with the jar imprinted on the background to show you what the stickers were. And I decided to use the card that the stickers were on, which really isn't meant as a design to be used, but that's what I ended up using because it was thin and it was perfect. And you know, don't let anything go unused. The solar wood flowers were already colored a real light pink, so I'm tipping them with some gold metallic paint, just the tips, okay? And I have taken the frame and the canvas that's going to show. See, I'm using different kinds of solar wood flowers, some roses and some different kinds of flowers, and just tipping them with the gold to give them some color. All right, so I've painted the frame and the canvas white, and then just dry brushed it with some gold, and then I've attached the canvas to the front of the frame. See, there it is attached to the front of the frame so that it shows through. Now, the way I did that was I used my glue gun to hot glue it down, which I'm showing you there. And this creates a reverse canvas. So now the canvas is on the back of the frame, on the outside of the back, making it a reverse canvas. And when I flip it, okay, I put some pins on there to make sure it's stretched out. And when I flip it over, okay, I'm just gluing it all down all the way around, stretching it out, making sure it's tight. I've already put the jar down and the flowers down, and now I'm just attaching the canvas. Now when I flip it over, the canvas is inside the frame. Now I'm going to cut off very carefully right next to the frame the excess canvas so that it's nice and neat. You don't see any of that excess canvas. I'm carefully cutting off the excess canvas. so that, okay, now I'm going to use a soda top can to hot glue on the top to make a hanger. So there you see it. It's a reverse canvas. The canvas, okay, so the canvas is reversed and is hot glued to the front of the frame, and it makes it look like the jar is sitting inside the frame. DIY number 2. Okay, I got all the supplies at Dollar Tree except for the chalk paint. I'm going to use this sign, and I'm going to, scrub off all the glitter. I got these 2 cute little flamingos. Make sure their eyes are attached. I got these novelty sunglasses of flamingos. I got these stickers, 3D stickers, you can bend them out. And I got this real pretty ribbon, and I also used my Cricut. I'm going to use this ocean blue chalk paint and Waverly white chalk paint, which I get at Walmart. And I painted the board in an ombre by starting out with the plain ocean blue and then adding white and then adding more white and making an ombre effect, starting dark at the bottom and going light to the top. Here's the flamingo I cut out on my Cricut, and it was permanent vinyl that I glued to the bottom. And now I'm just laying out my other pieces to see how they're going to fit on my sign. And of course, I'm going to hot glue them down in just a minute. But first I am going to use my spray Mod Podge over my vinyl on the sign to make sure that it sticks. And there we go. Now I'm going to use my Cricut and cut out some letters. Have a flamingo summer. That's what I chose to print on the sign. And then I'm going to, of course, Mod Podge over the letters so they stick. And now I've hot glued my flamingos and my glasses on there. And I've taken my stickers and put those on, and then used that pretty ribbon to make a holder at the top. There were already 2 holes there, so I just used the holes to stick the ribbon through. And there it is, all finished. You can't do any easier than that. There is my Have a Flamingo Summer sign. I think it's so cute. Tell me what you think. I gave it to a friend for her beach house, and she really thought it was cute. Okay, that's all for today. Those are my 2 crafts. I hope you enjoyed them. Please comment below, and I sure would enjoy reading some of your comments and would greatly appreciate a thumbs up. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you at Nonnashere again very soon. Bye.